When you say that something is shitty, God doesn't come around the corner and go, oh, no, this is not shitty. This is beautiful. This is amazing. This is loving. This is magic. No, God says, sweet, shitty it is. When you say something is painful, God doesn't come around and say, oh goodness, no pain. No. God comes and says, pain. Because what people begin to understand by way of their education is that the communication that you have with God, with Spirit, is direct. There is no process, no mystic process, no magical process by which you communicate with God. There is no magical carrier pigeon. There is no Pony Express of love. There is none of those things. There is only you and that direct communication with Spirit. So what does that mean? Remember when I said that God becomes the liar when you lie? That means that before you have fucked it and allowed it to become what it's going to be, God has laid out the feast for you to have all that it will need to nurture that which you are affirming. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that includes addiction, abuse, self-abuse, pain, suffering, greed, war, anger, judgment. If you call upon Spirit to create that which is in your mind, as you impress upon it those ideas, those judgments, those feelings and experiences that you have decided upon, Spirit, God, has already made it possible and is now moving to make it so. So how important is it that we stay vigilant, not only in our hearts, but in our minds? See, there's a lot of people that will talk about when they go to certain experiences, it was a really feeling experience, and that's what this one typically is described as. And there's a lot of people that will say, when they go to other experiences, that it's a very cerebral experience, that it's all like kind of up here, it never makes the transition. And what I'm here to tell you is two things. Both of these aspects of yourself are aspects of God, which are equally important. And so if you are going to pour yourself into the heart of God, you damn well better sit yourself down in the seat of the school of Spirit. Because if you are going to make the connection between that which you believe and that which you feel, it is your obligation to yourself to move those two places into alignment. See, because you can't send a mixed message to God. God moves so damn fast. I have to tell you, God moves fast. I have, in the last 6 months, I have cycled through 2 different jobs. I've been homeless, I've lived in my car, I've had a home, I've lived in a gym, I've been moving towards being a professional fighter, I've started ministerial training, and I'm moving towards being the operations manager of a law firm. In 6 months. God is a quick mother. God is quick. So we have to understand that if we're going to be able to capture that which is fleeting, keep in mind, we talk a lot about the heart and what you feel here. And it is integral to the spiritual creative process that we feel. Our feelings are our most direct conversations that we have with God. Okay? The problem is that the heart is fleeting. I know that's not a very romantic idea. But the heart is fleeting. Why? Because the heart is always present. The heart is experiencing this moment right now at all times. It's also being informed. 2 places the information is coming from Spirit and from your consciousness. And so as the heart is being informed, the heart is taking that into action and affirming it. How many of you have been so heartbroken that you actually felt the pain in your chest? Now obviously it didn't last forever, right? But the idea of that which broke your heart, when it cannot escape you, is being drummed around where? Where is that being held? That experience, that idea of pain? In your mind. It is our opportunity to refine and sharpen the tools of our minds, to stay vigilant, to stay growing and expanding our experience and concept of God, so that our experience of the heart of God can be that which we want, not that which we are subject to. Subject to. Now, there's a lot of people that will tell you about their history, and they'll say, well, everything that I've been through has made me who I am today. Bullshit. No, that's just my opinion. But to sit and tell yourself that everything that you've been through in your life that makes you who you are today is like finding a really nice way to look at a shitty piece of furniture and arrange it in your house in a way that it still fits in, and then call it something fancy so people think it's awesome. It is still a shitty ass chair from a garage sale. Okay? Our past and our experience does not define us. Okay? There's a lot of people that will also tell you that what defines them is their drive and their ambition of the future and what they will become. How many, especially this group, I'm sure, how many people in this group have ever felt like they are defined by what they are about to be accomplishing with their lives, who they're about to become, who they are becoming defines you? Newsflash, you're not there yet, so that is not who the fuck you are. So it all comes back to this point where we ask ourselves, who are we? And when we find out who we are, we have to be honest, because we can't lie to God, right? So imagine this. So you tell yourself that you're loving, and then you do something shitty, and in your mind you lie to yourself and say that you're a lover, but because you know the truth about the lie, you understand that what you really are is feeling kind of shitty about the shitty thing you did. And because of that, God, being affirmative, brings you what? Congratulations, your first rudimentary explanation of cause and effect in the affirmative world.